Yo, what's up? So, I made a video yesterday about Dr. Samaniego, and may isang comment. Thank you po sa commenter. May nanonood pala dito. Sige po, basahin ko po yung comment ninyo, and I just want to say na thank you sa comment. It's really rare to receive comments like this na hindi hateful, hindi agad nagja-judge. Kasi if you browse through my channel, na even I'm hateful in my own channel kasi sinasabayan ko yung mga hateful na comments dito. So, and before that pala, I criticized Dr. Samaniego for being a rage baiter, no? But I'm doing it at the same time. Not on this channel though, not at least not on my videos. I think so. But in the comments in Facebook, nangre-rage bait ako. Talagang troll sa internet just to invoke some emotions from other people. But anyways, so ito po yung comment ni Mariem Buenaventura 1278. Hindi ko dinidefend yung Ron kung sino man siya. Haha. Pero yung argument that you have a standard is a good thing kasi kung parehas kayong walang standard, saan mapupunta yung conversation? Sabi mo nga universal standard. Pero tama po, syempre kailangan mong i-argue bakit ganun yung standard mo. I'm just saying na both sides can be like this guy. This is correct. And I'll read through my script, no? Basahin ko lang muna to. Medyo malayo po yung comparison sa standard of Adam and Eve kasi ang assumption sinabing two sex lang, male and female, which is biological XX and XY chromosomes kahit po intersex kung may Y chromosome considered na lalaki. Now, making that comparison to talking snake and magical fruit is a different category kasi may iba't ibang interpretations. Ang Genesis hindi laging literal, tsaka wala naman pong claim about the Bible being a biology book. Nagkataon lang na tama. For the trans naman, gawa na lang sila ng Transhuman Month nila para hindi nakakalito. At the end of the day, a transhuman, a biological man will still have Y chromosomes. Alright, let's unpack this one now. So, sa standard, I'm gonna start with standard. Una, I agree na we should have standard. I agree. Ang tanong dito po is, what kind of standards are we going to use? Yun po yung $1 million na question. Yung religious standard usually comes from a sacred authority. For example, sabi ng Holy Book ko, this behavior is wrong. Therefore, people shouldn't do it. That works perfectly. It works perfectly fine. It works perfectly fine within a religious na circle, religious na community, kasi everyone in that group already accepts the authority of that book for God. It makes perfect sense kasi they already accept the authority of that book, the authority of God. Pero when you're talking about a public conversation na yung mga tao if from different religions and no religions like ng kagaya ko, yung standard na yun doesn't automatically apply to everyone. I'm sure you know that already, di ba? So, kasi ang mangyayari kapag ganoon yung intro mo, may magre-rest back sa'yo. Well, sabi naman ng religion ko, iba naman yung mali yung comment mo. Mali yung sabi ng religion mo, ito yung sabi ng religion ko. And ito yung problem. Now you're stuck. You have two different religions or two different religious standards na walang neutral way to decide which one is correct. So, paano ba yun? Ako ba na non-religious ang magdi-decide? Mas tama tong si Religion 1 kasi neutral ako and mas tama si Religion 2? Would we get tawag dun, tao from Religion 1 and decide what's best for Religion 1 and 2? So, ganun po yung magiging problema. Kaya meron tayong secular na standard. Ang secular na standard tries to use principles that anyone can evaluate kahit na ano pa yung religion mo. For example, yung mga tanong na etong action na to nakaka-harm ba sa mga tao? Nakaka-violate ba ito ng rights or freedom? Nare-reduce ba nito ang action na ito? Nare-reduce ba ang well-being ng kapwa ko? So those are standards people from many different worldviews can discuss and can evaluate together. So, siguro a simple analogy. Think about laws in a diverse na community. Imagine if a government said na this law exists because our religion says so. So of course, automatically people from different religions would say na why should we follow your religion? Why? So pero kung ang law is justified by something like yes, this should be law because it's for public safety. It's for preventing harm. It's for protecting people's rights. And everyone can easily evaluate that reasoning. Walang kokontra kumbaga. Kasi nabibigyan ang lahat ng oportunidad na magrason, magsaliksik, magtanong. Even if you believe in in different religions than the person who introduced that new law. So, siguro example, doon sa law, stealing is wrong. Diba? Stealing is wrong. A religious person might say it's wrong because their book says so. God says so. God said stealing is wrong. It's in the Ten Commandments. Contrast that with the circular explanation. Ang circular explanation is because stealing harms others, it violates properties of other people or property rights, and it damages trust in society. So, with that explanation, with those two explanations, dalawang klaseng tao, yung religious na approach at yung secular, both people agree that stealing is wrong. Pero yung circular na explanation works for everyone, regardless of their religions. Ano po? So nag-agree tayo on the same thing, but different yung nag-agree tayo on the same thing, but my explanation, not my explanation, but the secular explanation works better for everyone. Your religious explanation works on your own in your own you're not little, you're in your own community. So balik tayo doon. So when someone says God's standards says this, that's a religious na standard. But if you want to convince people who doesn't share your belief, you still have to explain why that rule makes sense for everyone, not just for the people in your religion. So, yun po. I hope na naklaro itong position ko about standards, and I get what you mean. I think both tayo agree, but I'm just explaining my point of view in a more mas may explanation ako this time. About naman doon sa Adam and Eve as an argument ni Dr. Samaniego about naman doon. So, naiintindihan ko na maraming Christians interpret Genesis differently. Ikaw, iba yung interpretation mo. Some read it literally, some symbolically, and it's more theology than science. So I understand that. But it's actually part of the problem when people use Adam and Eve as an argument against LGBTQ people. Because ang isang storya about the first two humans doesn't logically prove that every relationship in the entire human population must follow that exact same pattern. So let me give you an analogy. Let's say, for example, the story begins with two farmers. Does that mean farming is the only acceptable profession for humanity? Parang di ba? It sounds so absurd. But because it's about gender, then it's parang common sense na yes, yun yung ibig sabihin ng Diyos na kailangan ganoon lang dapat yung relationship. But when we use the same logic on something different, suddenly hindi gumagana yung logic na yun. But they're actually the same. They're the same. So farmers isn't the only profession that is only acceptable for humanity. I hope that sinks in. The fact that a story starts with a man and a woman doesn't automatically prove that every human relationship must exactly look like that. Same with if it starts with two farmers. Kahit na babae man or lalaki yung start na yun. Doesn't translate to ito yung recommended na profession ng Diyos. And the thing about the snake, na binanggit mo din sa comment mo, the thing about the snake and the fruit, the magical fruit, may konting, to be honest, may konting mockery about it. But at the same time, there is a point in there. The point was about the categories of explanation. So Genesis is primarily a religious story, a theological story. It's explaining humanity's relationship with God. It's not written as a modern biology book, just like you said. So using that story as if it's scientific evidence about chromosomes or human biology doesn't really follow logically. That is why I mentioned the talking snake. Kasi if you're going to use that category in this sense, then why aren't we using this same category on a talking snake and a magic fruit? So be consistent. I was just trying to say, be consistent with your said evidence. If you're going to use it as an evidence for evidence for about chromosomes and human biology, then why are we not using it? It's very glaring, di ba? It's telling me that there are talking snakes. The whole thing about biology suddenly shifts to something like, hey, another animal, unlike myself, can talk. That simply nag-shift. It's a different science now. If we are just gonna use it as a science book, kasi ito yung ginamit eh. That's just me. It's just I was just pointing about the category used to explain it. I'm just simply using it as the same category. So I was just saying, hey, be consistent. If we're gonna use that, we're gonna use that here as well. If not, then what are we gonna use? So biology and chromosomes, nabanggit mo din. You mentioned chromosomes like XY and XX, which is true for many people. But ang biology kasi is actually more complicated. So nabanggit ko nga eh. In the simplified version, most of us have learned in school. So for example, some people are born with XXY. Nabanggit mo nga na ay may Y pa din, so dapat lalaki yan or something like that. And meron ding X0. Some people have XY chromosomes but develop physically female because of androgen insensitivity. So there are cases, medical conditions like this, documented in both biology and medicine. So even at the biological level, nature itself doesn't always fit into perfectly simple categories like male, female. Biology itself. Even if we're gonna stick with facts like science, it's not as simple as that daw. So, last part, yung sinabi mo na gawa na lang sila ng Trans Women Month. You're not saying it like that, no, but nako-confuse kasi ang karamihan na hey, hindi naman yan sila women eh. So, you need to distinguish between female and women. And that's another thing that I learned when I tried to unlearn all the things I've learned from religion. It's the play, not malicious na, but the words we are using. I understand now that women pala is different from female. So women is a social construct. We made it up in order for society to function properly. So, balik ako doon sa Women's Month. And the idea about women, trans women, having their own separate month. The reason why many people include, hindi lang trans people na nakikisali. The reason why many people now include trans women in Women's Month isn't because people are ignoring biology. Hindi naman nila ini-ignore ang biology. It's because Women's Month is mostly about social issues. Social issues. Even if we're talking about pregnancy or whatever man specific lang sa female, sa social issues, meron ding issue about it, yung reproductive organs ng babae. So, things like discrimination, violence against women, unequal na opportunities, and mga gender-based stigma. So, trans women face those problems, sometimes even more intensely. Exhibit A, si Samaniego. So, the inclusion is about solidarity, about social experiences, hindi lang sa chromosomes. So, they're not celebrating that, hey, I have XY or XX chromosomes. No, they're celebrating about issues. And ganyan naman talaga ang mga social issues, like mga Pride Month, like, anong tawag doon? Kaya nga walang straight month kasi there's no unique na issues relating to straight people. No, na exclusive lang. Meron bang sinisipak sa loob ng CR kasi lalaki siya or babae siya? Walang ganun, di ba? So, we have as straight people, we have the luxury to live life normally. No, walang discrimination, walang any kind of stigma, social stigma, especially if you're a man. Especially if you're a man. So, kaya walang straight male parade, pride or something, or month. So, it's a social issue, not something celebrating about scientific facts about female organs. There could be celebrations like that, of course there are, but this Women's Month is social issues. So, again, at the end of the day, we can disagree on topics. Pero ang goal ng discussion shouldn't be insults or assumptions. It should be understanding where the argument comes from and whether they actually hold up. So, kaya mga ganitong klaseng conversations, when someone like you actually tries to explain the reasoning, are a lot more productive than rage comments.